Hello everyone, my name is Felipe. I am 19 years old. I'm from Flex Expand class and I'm very thankful to be part of this amazing project that is Teacher for a Day. And today I'm going to teach you about Our Lady of Sorrow, which I am very devoted. And I'm going to teach you who is she, why she is so important to Catholic Church, and what did she pass throughout life. So let's go. Our Lady of Sorrows, Mary and her seven words of sorrow. The first sorrow is called the prophecy of Simeon. A man called Simeon told Mary that her son was going to be the Redeemer of the world, but she doesn't know it when and where it was going to happen. She only conserved it in her holy heart, and in that moment a sharper sword pierced her heart when she realized all the suffering that her precious child would suffer. The second sorrow is called the flight into Egypt. Saint Joseph, husband of Mary, was warned in a dream by an angel that Herod wanted to kill Jesus. And then Joseph took the child and his mother to Egypt and stayed there until the death of Herod. And Mary, who always did and followed the will of God, obeyed all the Almighty once again in her life. The third sorrow is called the loss of child Jesus in the temple. After the death of Herod, child Jesus remained in Jerusalem, and his parents knew it not. So, after 3 days looking for him, Mary and Joseph sought him teaching on the temple. And then he said that he was busy with his father's things. Scholar says that his sorrow was one of the worst for Mary, because that was the only one that she was not with him. And even with all that happening, Mary suffered with modesty, temperance, and self-control, because all of her suffering was on the deepest of her heart. The fourth sorrow is called the meeting of Jesus and Mary on the way of the cross. On the way of crucifixion in the Calvary, Mary followed Jesus all path along and saw her little child suffer blasphemy and hate. And when she met him, he had a total of 5,480 wounds in his body. Fifth sorrow, the crucifixion. And then they put Jesus on a cross and crucified him. And at that moment he saw his mother and his beloved disciple standing at the cross's feet. And then he said to his mother, "Behold thy son," and said to his disciple, "Behold thy mother." And at the foot of the cross, pierced by this word of sorrow, she turned her eyes on him, until she knew that he lived no longer, and had resigned his spirit to his eternal Father. Sixth sorrow, the taking down of the body of Jesus from the cross. Joseph of Arimathea, a noble counselor, came and went in boldly to Pilate, and begged the body of Jesus, which was wrapped in the fine linen, and handed out to Mary. Considered the most bitter sorrow, Mary in that moment had the body of her beloved son on her knees, and she died with him at the same time. And on the seventh sorrow, and the last one, the burial of Jesus, called the burial of Jesus. At that moment, in the sepulchre of Jesus, there was one body but two souls, because even Mary, knowing what would happen to her son, only a true mother knows what passes in her heart in that moment. And with that, seven swords of sorrow trespasses the heart of Mary, who suffered everything for our salvation and for the glory of God. Our Lady of Sorrows, pray for us. So that's it. It was not the longest class you've ever had, I'm sure. And I hope I could get myself as clear as possible about the significance of Mary, all her sufferings, and why she's so important to Catholic Church, and why she's considered the mother of the church too, because she is the mother of Christ. And thanks for watching, and see you next time.